god.
Okay.
Oh no.
If it is recording right now, hi, hello. I'm Marcel Sessions, also known as Abby, and this is weird.
This
There's
is
no
the
intro.
worst intro. That is an intro.
Don't worry about it. It's just a little bit of an intro.
That's not Toonkind D&D.
Shush. I'm used to Toonkind, okay? I've literally done nothing audio that wasn't Toonkind D&D. Anyway,
Oh no, yeah.
we're playing a game, or at least not a game. We're doing a thing. An
We're doing a
interaction.
RP.
Yeah, that's the
RP
word.
stands for role play.
Mm-hmm. Specifically for the TSMP.
Which is fucked up.
Yep, it's absolutely pecked up.
I love the fact that we're going real slow because we're not sure how to approach this.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's not my first TSMP RP, and yet.
How about I approach you with this question then?
Oh
How
no.
does Lewis usually go about his day?
Well, considering that at the time of this RP he is still supposed to be recovering, most of his days are spent running around, evading Marius and Cam to not be fucking slammed back into bed. Because he's
Lewis, that's
so
not
fucking
recovering.
bored. He's
It's
so
not
fucking
recovering.
bored. He
Yes, but
doesn't care.
also
He made a whole ass house during his recovery.
yeah. That's the house with like the little monolith above it, right?
Yeah, I mean technically the house is right next to the monolith. And then there's a huge ass basement.
Yep. Big basement. Very
Big basement. Because
Big
I wanted to
basement.
do something underneath. And I went a little bit wild.
You did. You
So
really
Lewis
did.
did.
Well, let's face it, you guys are the same person. Anyway.
Shh, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a fox. I am a perfectly normal human being.
I thought you were a
And
virus.
I am so cool and sexy. And there is nothing wrong. Ever.
Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway.
That's the worst lie I've ever told, anyways.
Yeah. uh, how,
Mm-hmm.
Would Lewis ever like return back to this house after building it, or would Amaris have kidnapped him away to recover at their place for a hot minute? TM.
He cannot be stopped. Yes, he's been dragged back to bed at least once or twice. No, that didn't make him stay in bed.
Yeah.
And like he just wants to chill, and he has made a new house that is his beautiful house. And he does not have a beautiful wife, unfortunately.
No beautiful wife.
And he
This
just
is
wants to like decorate it a little bit.
This is your beautiful house. This is your beautiful basement.
It sure fucking is. Or is it?
Well, let's say on this
Fucking dummy.
particular day, going down into your basement, there are, there's just like the typical things that is found in the basement. There's like the barrels of food.
Mm-hmm.
There is like the little sitting spot. There's like the bed. I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember what it looks like, but like
When
that's
you
you know what it
when
looks like more than I do.
when you go down the stairs, that like you can enter it either through some little waterfalls that come from it, or
Ooh.
there's a ladder in the house.
Mhm, mhm,
And if you take that ladder, you are immediately greeted by a little enchantment room.
mhm,
And then if you continue forward, it's just a little area where you can go down, and there's a sitting area with bookshelves and some working tables, and also a little like cozy place to read.
mhm, mhm,
If you climb the stairs, there's a little place to study the monolith that is going through the earth. On the
mhm,
left, there's another little uh area that's more like for naps, because comfy is
mhm,
good. And when
mhm,
you're
mhm.
and when you're underground, it's warm, and that's good.
It's warm and cozy.
Yeah, there's also a little place that's kind of like a I don't know, a bath with some magma blocks to make it warm, because we deserve
Ooh,
this.
jacuzzi.
And then at the complete opposite end of the basement, there's a little kitchen.
Mm. Mhm,
And
mhm,
then
mhm.
there's barrels pretty much everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay,
Mhm.
okay, okay. Uh, I want to say on this particular day, a day like any other,
Yes,
uh,
of course.
you are going into your basement, doing whatever it is you do, and there are slight sounds that it takes a bit to notice that you are not the one making them.
Mhm. It just
Just
immediately
like
stops
occasional
moving, and the
little.
noises don't stop.
Mm, I just have the mental image of like Lewis like making some food and then stopping and like perking up a little fox ear.
Yeah, basically. They just rotate
Yeah.
on his head to follow the sound of the noise. The sound of the
Mhm.
noise. I am very smart.
The
The
sound of the
sound
noise, yes.
sound of the noise. It makes
The sound of the
sense.
noise.
People know what I'm talking about.
Mhm. Yes, this, yes. Well,
This
I
direction.
don't know what you mean by the sound of the noise, but the source of the noise.
There. I mean,
That's the word you're looking for.
it sounds almost the same. You can understand my mistake.
Mhm. Well, the sounds that you are hearing are very muffled.
Mhm.
They sound like hmm, maybe footsteps, an occasional block being placed,
Mhm.
and it takes a beat or two to recognize that it's coming from below you.
Mhm. Which
Yeah.
is weird, because the big underground piece, the basement is carved in as a singular natural pillar holding it up. All
Mm-hmm.
the rest is like above ground and separated from the rest of the earth.
Yep. Yep. And yet there's the sound of movement and activity from below you.
So he's going to try and go check where the pillar is, because that's the only place that will make sense.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And like, just by breaking a few blocks to check, he knows where the pillar
The
connects to, and that's in the little reading nook.
the little reading nook. It takes
Yeah.
like the removal of a couple blocks, but underneath a piece of carpet, like on the right hand side of it, there is a
that's
little hole that
that's
was
not
not there
actually
before.
that's not actually a carpet, it's a wall sofa.
Ah, well, whatever it is.
Grab the sofa and look under.
Yeah, you got the sofa. You look underneath. There's a hole leading
Uh-huh.
through the one pillar that is above that connects the house to the ground. And like there's a ladder leading down, and like you peek down into it and you see a little pair of eyes. And like somebody who was halfway up part of the ladder takes notice of you and is frantically climbing back down. There's just like scrambling wood sounds, and then somebody turning tail into whatever is underneath here now.
He's just going to fucking jump down the hole. He doesn't take fall damage.
He doesn't. It
He
also
does
takes
not.
a little bit because it's like one of those 1x1 holes with the ladder all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a little bit to get all the way down.
It's a little bit
Well,
tight, but that's fine.
you get all the way down to this basement within a basement, because that's apparently what this is. You get down to the bottom of the ladder, and there's another basement.
Inception.
Inception.
The basement is in the basement, inside the basement.
Mm-hmm. This room, I'm trying to remember what I put in it, but I believe it's like there's like a little kitchen area where like there's a chest that's loaded with food, so much food, and like furnaces of any kind. And then there's a door that leads to like another, like a room on the right hand side, which has like a little reading spot area and a little napping spot. It's just basically there's a living space down here now that was not there.
Someone lives there.
Someone lives there, yes.
And that's not someone Lewis knows about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's not sure if he knows that person, but if he knew that person, he's pretty sure he would have recognized them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It was a little dark, admittedly, when you were looking down that ladder, so...
Yeah. Still, they kind of ran away from him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, he could assume that it is a prank, but looking at the living space, it does not look like a prank.
This doesn't look like a prank. This looks like somebody moved in without you knowing.
That's their fucking house now.
Yeah.
God. Well, he's gonna check around to try and find that person because there's not many places they could have gone to.
Yeah. You're walking around through this little basement area. There's like a carpeted floor in one room, and then the other room is just very soft and cozy. It's a very nice, quaint little living space.
Uh-huh. Yeah? Anything else you want to tell me?
I mean, it doesn't look like anybody's here.
Can you hear anything? If you concentrate? He's a little fox.
He's a little fox. Let me I'm gonna pull out something on my phone and just do a general roll for something. Because I don't know how else to make stealthy. I got a 15, which is pretty good.
Do I roll d20 myself?
If you want to.
I'm also gonna roll on my phone because that's the easiest, and also we're cool and sexy here.
Yeah.
That is an 8.
No.
Can't
hear nothing.
Hear.
You cannot
Which makes sense, considering many things about this other character. They don't want to be heard.
They do not want to be heard.
If he searches around the room, well, the rooms, because there's like 2 of them, because if I remember the layout, it's like the kitchen, then you walk one set of stairs to the little nook of reading, and then there's the door to the bedroom.
Yeah, you poke around a little bit. do you Lewis, do you perhaps happen to know like some Minecraft things that you can hide things behind and or under?
I do. There are
Mhm,
many people in the crossroads,
mhm.
and some of them have specialties, so it's kind of tried to learn a bit about everything, even though he is non-derogatorily stupid.
Stupid, affectionate.
He's not very smart, and that's not a blow at him. He's just not very smart, but he does his best, and that's
He
what
does
matters.
his best.
That's what matters. So he knows
How
that
long
if
would it take Lewis to get the idea of, hey, there's carpet in that one room? Wait a second.
break the carpet. It
Yeah.
will take him a sec, like, to check around the rooms and be like, maybe there's a redstone thing, but he didn't hear any redstone noises, so that's probably not that. So that means that just me that's probably just like a little hidden room behind some blocks or something, and then he looks at the carpet.
He looks at the carpet.
He knows many people hide their stuff beneath the carpet.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Breaks the carpet.
Breaks the carpet. It takes a couple bits because there's more than one little square of carpet. But I feel like by the third one, it breaks and there's a little 2 block deep hole and there's someone standing in it.
There is another stirring context.
This time it is accompanied with a and,
Oh.
and Lewis, you're looking down at a lepus with
Mhm.
light orange fur, wearing a purple jacket with like a very oversized
Mhm.
like turtleneck looking thing with buttons on it.
Mhm.
There is a big green cloak which is kind of pulled up over her very long, slightly drooping over her face ears, which have now stood at attention. She's
Mhm.
just and just yeah, very cozy looking bunny. She immediately jumps out of the hole and starts scrambling for the ladder out.
Listen, before she tries this, I am also going to offer a little description of Lewis because
Mm-hmm.
that is Lewis still recovering, so he does not look like he usually does.
Mm-hmm.
For one, he does not have his shirt. Well, he has his t-shirt, like just a black t-shirt. No
Mm-hmm.
red shirt or anything, and he does not have glasses. Well, sunglasses. It's just little dot eyes
Oh my
with
gosh, little dot eyes!
with big eye bags. But don't worry
Oh,
about that
buddy.
part. They're Gucci.
No, put my head in my hands.
They're Gucci.
uh,
He's just
but
living
yeah,
his
Lepus is running away.
life. He's gonna grab the tail.
Just freaking. She's just like halfway up the ladder, and Lewis runs up and grabs her by the tail. She goes, "No!"
She's
I'm
being
so sorry,
yanked
but
back.
you are getting kicked in the face.
I know. I know. Oh god.
I
Plus the
guess the
thing
question is Lewis in creative mode or not? Because otherwise, this is gonna hurt.
at this point in time, he is not because he's still recovering. And a little explanation for shit that happened. Basically, this takes
Mm-hmm.
place right after the possession arc where Tala took Lewis's body, and RJ stripped them of their admin powers, and then
Uh-huh.
kind of went into Xeron comma because they use so much fucking power. And
Oof.
so Lewis hasn't been able to get his powers back because only RJ can, you know, give them
I
back.
see.
But
I see. I
RJ is
see. I
still
see.
kind of asleep right now.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Fair. Well, I'm sorry. Foxling Lewis, you have been kicked right in the snoot.
Oh, the
Because
yelp.
this is a panicking rabbit.
Just yelp before he lets go of the tail to hold this.
Yeah. You let go of the tail, and there is frantic sounds of ladder climbing as this Lepus goes all the way up the ladder and finds another place to hide.
There's
This
no
roleplay
more.
has become hide and seek the game.
There's no more.
There's no more Lepus.
It's
They've
the
run away.
That's the total inverse of that one RP I did with Marzi, where Lewis was running away from Mares, and now there's the
And
Lipus running
now,
away from Lewis.
yep,
Oh god,
Lepus.
he's just he's just going to just climb the ladder and then take a sec before starting to look around the basement again, like calmly, like very gently, like he doesn't want to spook that that new person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And also, he's pretty weak. Even though he doesn't admit
Mm-hmm.
it, and he's still pretty energetic, he's still weak.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oof.
So he's just going silly and being chill.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Trying to look at, you know, as pacific as it can. I don't know if you say pacifist in this case.
Like pacifist?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
He's no army,
taking the
he's just a
pacifist
guy.
route. He's
Yeah,
just a
he's
dude.
just a guy.
He's just a dude.
Just maybe tries calling to her like, hello. You don't have to hide, you know? I'm not going to, like, hurt you or anything.
This is normally where I'd ask you to roll perception, but this is not D&D. I have to
This
remember this.
this is not
This,
D&D.
this is not D&D. We could just have things happen.
Welcome to Toonkind D&D. Wait a second, that's not right.
No! No! I feel like it takes like a little bit before Lewis would start hearing shifting because you
Mhm.
can't hide barrels in Minecraft. We aren't in Minecraft. I say that
Mm,
Cream's hiding in a barrel.
God.
You take a peeky peek at over one of the barrels that's close to the kitchen, and the lid is slightly open, and there's just like a little pair of eyes, little dot eyes,
Oh.
staring out into the world.
Just looks at her for a few minutes before waving.
I feel like when said Lepus was realized that they had been noticed, the lid immediately closed.
There is no more Lipus.
There is no more Lepus you do not see. You do
He's
not
just
foresee.
listen. I offer you this. He's gonna go over to the barrel, and he's gonna knock on it. Knock knock.
There's just I'm not. I feel like there's just another. Uh. And then there is the
Can you come
longest
up?
pause before the lid opens a little bit and the Lepus peeks
Mhm.
out again.
Aw. Hello.
Hi. Uh.
Yes?
The lid starts to slowly close again.
Can I at least ask what you're doing in my house?
Um, there was nobody in it, and to be fair, I didn't realize it belonged to somebody. And Cream is gonna. That is the name of the sleepus. The sleepus name is Cream.
Now
She
that
very
Lewis says that.
carefully. Yeah. She very carefully, like her paw, like opens up the top of the barrel like it's a trap door,
Mm-hmm.
and you get like another clear view of this new person, TM.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there she
And
is,
yeah,
Banui.
Banui. And that means that Krim can also take an actual look at Lewis right now.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like, he is small. You are very small. He is also very small.
very small, very small.
He also looks very like chill.
Mm-hmm.
There's still the side
Um,
bags, and he looks pretty tired too.
and then there's just like the one bruise spot from the kick from earlier.
Yeah, that snoot does not look very good.
Oof. No, not the snoot.
Yes, the snoot, you did this.
She did do this, and now she's feeling kind of bad because this guy is really
Oh,
chill.
that is the guy.
Mm, I
That's
feel
a
like
more
there's just like
terrible.
a long pause before Cream reaches into like her inventory and then pulls out just like a little potion of healing
Oh,
and just slowly hands it over.
oh, oh. Thank you. He just gently
No
takes it
problem.
and sips.
Yeah, zippy.
Take a fucking sip, babes.
Yeah.
I'm Lewis. Nice to meet
uh,
you.
Hi. I'm Cream. It's nice to meet you.
Uh-huh.
So
He
that
reaches up.
this is your place, right?
Yeah, I mean, one of my places.
Oh, okay. So you have more than one?
Yeah, I have a little den, um, in the middle of the crossroads.
The crossroads. Is that what this place is? And she does like a little
Mhm.
like general motion with her hand.
Mhm. Just quick little nod with the happy little face.
Okay. Uh she does like the prayer hands. Like above her muzzle, and then
Mhm.
they start pointing at you. Are you
Uh-huh.
are you the only person here, or are there like other people?
Oh
That might be a
no.
weird question to ask.
Oh no. We are a whole community here. Um.
Oh,
Mhm.
how many?
I don't
Like she
know.
suddenly looks
Um.
very interested. Like her ears are just like all the way up at attention and
Oh.
just
Uh-huh.
looking at you intently.
It takes him a few minutes to think. I don't know. It said maybe around 20 or so people. I'm bad
Holy
at
heck.
what?
That's so many.
I mean, it's not that many compared to other settlements.
I've been by myself for a while. Trust me, that's a lot of people.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Uh, welcome. You can stay here as long as you like. Just you could have asked.
I, I didn't know there were people to ask. And like Cream has buried her face in her paws.
It's just like there's so many constructions. Even if you didn't know, like if you didn't see any people, you can't
Naturally spawning. I figured they were
really.
naturally spawning.
They don't look naturally spawny.
To be fair, I've only been in this game for a little bit. And like, she just does a big pout.
Lewis just looks at her in big confusion.
What?
You mean server, right?
Uh, there's just like the ellipses above her head.
Because you said game, and
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I said it right. I just please imagine like the whole time while she was thinking there was like a literal loading symbol above her head.
he just looks at her with more confusion.
There's so many question marks.
Because fun fact for people, while Lewis knows about many like game related words like server and players and all of this, he understands them in the concept of this world
Mm-hmm.
as like admins is just a person with many powers. The code is the reigning entity, and players are just people who inhabit these lands with more powers than other people
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
he does not
For
understand them in the
Lewis, it's
context of a game.
for, yeah, yeah. For Lewis, it's like that. For Cream, it's very literal.
And he does not know. He's so bad at technology. He does
Oh,
not know what a
beloved.
TV is. Even the
Oh,
Banyan has
beloved.
one.
Okay. Okay, so server then. Yes. Server. I've
Mhm.
not been here long. I've been in other and like she pauses for a little bit.
Servers.
Servers? Yeah, that's okay. I've been in other ones. I've This is the first time there's been other people though.
Well, you're not the first one who comes from another server, so at least there is that.
Okay, well that's at least a little reassuring.
Mm-hmm.
And Cream like does like that big sigh and like just like
Mm-hmm.
droops over the barrel like half her body
No,
like
I
a
don't.
deflating balloon.
I hold her so gently. I don't know if it will be a good idea to meet them yet, though. But maybe at some point.
You suggest the idea of meeting somebody and she's back in the barrel.
Aw. Well, I mean, I said that it wouldn't happen now.
Uh, I am not. I do not know if I'm ready to meet other people.
I mean, once again, I never said you had to meet any people now. Just it would be better, but you don't have to do it now.
Mm. Like there's just like cream peeking out of the top of the barrel again.
I might have to tell people that there's someone new here so that they're not concerned, but
Mm. Mm. It's
fine, they're
just it's
chill.
the mortifying ordeal of being known.
Oh, I mean, it's fine. They're like the people of the crossroads are pretty nice, so you won't have to
Mm.
worry too much about it.
I mean, if you say so. Uh,
Mhm.
like There's just a tonk against the side of the barrel,
Donk.
and you're realizing that Cream just like bonked her head forehead against the side of it.
I am pretty sure that barrel is not that comfortable.
it's it's not.
Do you want to come to a couch, perhaps?
Yeah, yeah, that sounds good. And there's a bit of an awkward pause as Cream opens the barrel, and it takes a minute or two to struggle getting out because her hips are too big.
Oh.
Big hips. Cream may be small, but she is also round. If
Lewis
that makes
does offer his
sense.
hands if she needs some help.
Yeah, yeah,
To change that girl out of here.
yeah. Just like a minute where they're just working together, and then eventually there's a pop, and then
Pop,
she's free.
it's free.
Oh,
He does later.
okay.
Probably to the reading nuke
Mhm.
on top of her house.
The one the one important question I have
Uh-oh.
is
What
Lewis
question?
taller than Cream or is Cream taller than Lewis?
I don't know. I am once again thinking about the fact he said that Krim is 4 feet with the ears.
Mhm. Cream is so small.
Lewis might be a little taller.
A little taller, yeah.
Not counting the ears. Just
Yeah,
taller
no.
than the top of her head.
Mhm. With the ears, she's taller than Lewis. Without the ears, definitely not.
Yes, basically.
Yeah. Depends on if you count the ears or not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Counts. Mm-hmm.
Cream is gonna hop onto that couch and just immediately deflate.
Oh lord, she's dead.
Just like the biggest, longest sigh you've ever heard come from a lepus.
I'd beg to differ.
Mm?
You'd beg to differ, considering the
Yeah.
characters of the Crossroads. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hmm. I feel like for the next little bit, maybe Cream would just
Mm-hmm.
idly ask about something about the crossroads that she might need to know about.
Mm-hmm.
Just like general vibes of the folks. Like more
Yeah.
specific questions if she's curious enough.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you ask the questions, I can answer them.
Hmm. I just don't know what specific question she'd ask. I think one thing she'd ask is just what are the most like notable people here, I suppose.
That's an easy question to answer. Uh, he will first talk about obviously himself and RJ, who are the admins,
Mm-hmm.
and he will probably talk about a few people like Bunyan because he's just like, oh yeah, if you see a giant person, don't worry about that. That is a friend.
Okay, how giant are we talking?
50 feet though.
Oh, that is big.
That
Oh,
is
that's
big.
bigger than. Oh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm. But he's nice. He's careful.
hmm
There's if you need food, there is Maryse who lives on those little floating islands with the snow castle. Bunyan is the one who takes care of the wood. Um who else? There's Cam who is the doctor. It looks like a living suit. Like underwater suit.
Oh, like a diving suit?
Yeah, that's the word. Um,
Ah, I didn't know.
they're
I didn't know this women had diving suits.
they're
She just kind of mumbles that last part under her breath.
he's gonna ignore that. There's a lot of people here. There's also some very tiny folk. If you see one dressed in blue, that flag is also very nice. If you see one with dark gray skin and some red, that's the imp. Be careful, he bites.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Weird, but okay.
Uh-huh. Don't worry
Hmm.
about that. He's a little bit feral.
A little bit. Oh.
Just a little bit. I will up so. Um
Hmm.
there's Phoenix, who is big bird person from the Never. E
Ooh.
uh I don't know much about them.
Mhm.
They're very strong. And I believe they're nice, but I haven't talked to them enough.
Mhm.
There's also Oogie and Ike who live together. That they're a skeleton and a plant person. And there's Bubble, who is a slime. Oh, it would have said Cherry because Bubble is not a name he knows, and I forgot that. I'm too used to Bubble.
I think
But
it's
he
I just
would have
like
said
the air.
Cherry.
Mhm.
And
Mhm. Mhm.
he does say a few other names
Mhm.
like Eli, Carnival, uh probably Otos, and like just a few other
So
people.
many names. So many names.
Yeah, the ones he can remember, but there are so many people and he's also a little bit tired.
Yeah, I feel like at first Cream was like trying to keep the track of them. Like for every person that Lewis mentioned, she put up a finger on her paw, and then
Mhm.
another finger, and another finger, and another
And then
finger,
he
and
runs
then there
out of
were too many people for her fingers. So now she's just kind of got like dizzy little spiral eyes because oh, there's a lot.
hmm
Oh.
He would also have talked about soap, like if you
Mhm.
go near the lake with the white bridge, there's usually a merling living there, so don't be scared if there's something in the water.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
And also Bud Bunny, who is extremely nice, and we all love Bunny. And also
Mhm,
Jack,
mhm.
who doesn't live in the crossroads, but they come by sometimes.
Hmm. Man, I feel like at some point Cream definitely took out like a little like a little book and quill and like tried to write down as many little notes as she could just as quickly as she could.
The notes are just RJ, nice. Lewis, nice. Bunyan, nice. Because
Yeah,
that's what
basically.
Lewis says for basically
Yeah,
everyone.
basically. Yeah. But nice. And then in very large letters and underlined like 6 times, tall.
Big,
Big. Big.
big
Big.
God.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I feel like after getting like the general information about people like around the crossroads, I think she would next ask, are there any dangerous areas I need to be aware of? Because
Um,
a
well,
montage of Cream going through various hardcore worlds where there were
oh,
so many dangerous places.
mm-hmm. God. I think it just tries to think about it. Well, usually the areas are pretty nice. Like, there is mobs that spawn sometimes, but the crossroads are generally illuminated enough to not have that problem. You
Okay,
might want to be
okay.
careful of the Never, because only Phoenix kind of lives there.
Mm-hmm,
Uh,
mm-hmm. There's
of
just like a visceral shudder of the nether. The nether.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
There's of course the areas outside of the crossroads because no light or anything.
Hmm.
Um there is one area that if you do want to visit of the place sometimes I can show you, but there's an area outside of the crossroads that's like another kind of tiny settlement that we have. Bunyan has a
Oh,
castle there. Maybe don't go there.
why not?
Um he kind of
There's
has
just a
that
long, awkward pause.
kind of has that look on his face that, oh, do I explain that after saying that Bunyan is kind and careful?
How do you explain the asshole house?
How do I explain the bastard castle? That's basically a place where violence is permitted.
Oh,
That's generally all consenting. Like people will go there know about it, and it tends to be more like a sort of game of cat and mouse.
oh, okay. Noted.
Uh,
I will avoid
yeah,
that.
yeah. So
Oh,
if you want to visit there, do it when Bunyan is not there.
cool. I might just avoid that place entirely because I don't want to die. Uh,
Mhm. Yeah, no worries. Uh, don't you don't have to go there. That's why I gave you a word. Well, there is another thing, but it's less of an area and more of a situation.
hmm?
We have you I don't know how long you've been on the server, but you might
Uh,
you might have encountered some little problems with the world. And that's basically what we call the glitch.
oh,
That's not a very nice entity to be around. Better if you see red signs with dark oak, don't please tell people like me or Jay or anyone else and try to avoid them as best as possible.
okay. I
There
was
tends
just
to
gonna
be
ask
sort of
if
obsession.
it was just like, normal server game glitch stuff, but that does not sound
Well,
normal.
there are glitches, but we're pretty sure that the entity is causing them. We also call them signmen. So if you're the name, you know who that refers to.
Steinman. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That
And
sounds low key terrifying.
I
Not
mean,
gonna lie.
it's been kind of harmless until now, but you can see why I'm not enthused about it.
Mhm.
And
Hmm.
there is Tala who I told you about, the person from another server. Um they're kind of recovering themselves too because of something that happened before you came here.
Hmm.
Um
What
they
happened?
were
Was it like a wither? Was it like just
no
listing off like the normal Minecraft stuff? Oh
no
god, you don't have
no.
rodents here, do you?
I
Would
unless you
Lewis
talk
even know what a warden is?
he does
Typically
not.
speaking.
He does not. It's like
Creed knows.
I
Creed
know
knows.
about
Because Abby
prison.
played in a snapshot once.
I know. It's just like I know about prison wardens, but I don't think that's what you're referring.
No, it's and I think she just like takes out like a piece of paper and scribbles like a doodle of like, a
Mhm.
warden. and like holds it up to Lewis.
He does a little bit
These
of cringe
things.
face. Does
These
a little bit
things.
of the cringe face, like,
They're new-ish. In the last world I was in, it was in this big city, just deep, deep, deep underground, and it
mm.
was terrifying. That thing.
Mm-hmm.
they're they're big. They hit hard, and they just don't make sound around them. They will follow any
Okay.
sound, and it's not great.
Okay, well, if I ever see this description in real life, I will be careful. But
Please do.
we do have something kind of like that, but it's tower guardians. They live at top of like giant towers. You may have seen them around.
I have not explored much.
Well, if you ever explore and you come across a very big tower, generally at the very top there is a guardian that you can activate and fight, and it gives pretty
Okay.
sweet stuff. But most of the towers around the crossroads have been taken care of.
Okay.
Mm,
That makes
but no,
sense.
but no. The thing with Tala is, they did something pretty bad for everyone around here.
Mm.
Kind of the reason why I'm like this currently.
Yeah, no offense, but you look like you're about to pass out.
I am actually doing pretty fine. I'm just a little bit tired. Don't tell my res that I've been walking around if you ever meet them.
Mm. I mean, fair enough. Okay.
But yeah, that's why I will avoid Talo for the time being.
Hmm. I feel like Cream is just sitting here, like, note to self: make sure this guy takes a nap before he tries to leave.
Don't worry about it.
You were going to have a nap,
No,
just a little one.
no, gods. But yeah, if you have
Hmm.
any other question,
No, that basically sums it up. And there's like a little snapping sound as Cream shuts the book that she was making notes in.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Oh, there's also you may have seen the monolith.
You mean the thing that's poking through the top of your house? She just points up.
Yeah, that. Well, this one is inactive now that I've messed with it, but it's best not to touch it because I've heard that it kind like it makes you feel a little bit weird, but no consequences, just
Mm-mm.
makes you feel weird. Don't touch it. And there may be more than one around, but it's best once again not to touch them. We don't know what they do. Well, except for the one that I touched because I yeah. But yeah,
You can't just tell Cream not to touch something.
it did it.
I put my head in my hands.
It's fine. Basically, what it will do if you do touch it is just it will make you feel like weird sensations and all of that, but it does not have power to give you anything.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So she will be fine. She might just be a little uncomfortable.
For a little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's
Hmm.
fine. So,
Man,
Melee?
you know, like when you get a whole bunch of information in one day and suddenly you feel really tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Cream right now. Cream is just sitting here like, man,
Aw,
man.
man. Hey, now that I think about it, since this takes place during Lewis's recovery, that means it takes place before the server update with new mods and all of that, where a
Oh
ton of
yeah.
stuff got fucky wucky.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I'm just wondering how Krim is gonna feel about that.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's a
Fine.
problem for future Cream.
Don't you
Cream
even
what
worry
now?
about it.
Wants a nap.
She won't sleep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now having like the soft thought of like as Lewis is like explaining maybe some more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He looks back over to Cream and Cream is just sleep.
Aww.
Sleep.
It's just going to gently hold and go drag her to the actual nap nuke because there's less light
Mhm,
in there and it's more comfy. And just put a
mhm,
blanket over
You've fallen for my trap card.
her.
For as you try to leave, Cream in sleep will grab like teddy bear.
He does the usual Lewis Cream noise as he's being dragged back in the nuke.
Mhm. You are now Olympus's teddy bear. Congratulations.
Well, now that
You are
he's lying down, it is pretty comfy.
you are getting a nap.
He is getting a nap.
You're getting a nap.
Good nap.
Good nap.
They both fucking need it. But anyways.
I think that is a good point to finish it up because that's very cute and I love that.
That is very, very good.
Eee.
Hi, that was a
Ah.
heartbeat between old Lewis and Cream at Finger Guns.
Yeah. Yeah. Cream moved in without anyone knowing.
No choice.
uh,
But yeah, bye.
Thank you for listening and bye bye.
Bye.